What is a brokerage? And do you need one? Yes, you do. If you just got licensed in real estate, you have to work under a broker's umbrella. That broker associate is going to be responsible for you. Make sure that you're doing the right things and you're acting ethically and you know what to do and how to do it and where to do it, and they take liability for you. They also sometimes provide you leads, they give you training, and in return, they take a cut. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about that money because let's just put it this way, not all realtors are created equal, nor are all brokers and brokerages created equal. So of course I'm biased. Later on, I'm going to explain why I am with the brokerage and I am, and I'm going to kind of guide you how to pick one, what is important to you. There are all kinds of brokers out there, brokerages out there. You probably heard their names. And then there's also what we call the mom and pop shops. So let's go through the big ones. We have the Keller Williams, the Century 21, the Coldwell Bankers, the Exits, the Compass, the Remax, the Sotheby's, and you name it, right? These are the big names in real estate, and they've been in real estate for a very long time, and they have established agents. They have great trainings, right? They have multiple locations. They're in almost every single state, right? If not, they are in every single state in multiple different countries. And then we have EXP, of course. I don't want to forget that, because EXP is a newer one to the party, but you know, I'm biased and I would say it's the best brokerage to be at. Wink, wink, but do your research, don't listen to me. Okay, so now you're faced with, I am licensed. Where do I hang my license? What brokerage do I pick? So in the end of the day, I think the number one and the most important thing for me is money. Because no matter what brokerage I would be at, I'm that teacher's pet, front and central, and I ask a million questions. I'll jump into your freaking car and ask you if I can shadow you all day. Like, don't even ask, I'll just jump into your car. Right, so for me, number one, most important is money, because I work for money, right? I have children, I want to feed them. I moved to America for the American dream. I have a lifestyle that I want to, you know, live up to. So the number one question you should ask, in my opinion, is their cap. Do you have a cap? And if so, how much? What is a cap? A cap is, no matter what brokerage you work at, you're going to have to pay some fees. Some brokerages charge you a monthly fee. They might charge you a desk fee. They might charge you an office fee, a BS fee, a fee plus a cut, okay? The fees that they charge you may not have a cap to them, but the cut that they charge you should have a cap to it. What is a cut? Okay, well, let's go through it, right? So your cap at the brokerage and I am with is $16,000, and I'm with the brokerage called EXP. You can Google us or look up Team Gogo, or just go to my name, gogobethke.com, and go to the partner with me, and you can learn how you can partner with me if you want to have me as your business partner, and if you want to join the company I am with, the brokerage I am with, that's called EXP. Okay, so our cap is 16,000, but there are brokerages that their cap is 18, there's 13, 8,000, 4,000, 24,000, depending, right? But also there are brokerages that have no cap. Doesn't that sound fancy? It sounds like no cap. Oh my gosh, it sounds great. It sounds like there's no cap. Run and run fast and run for the hills faster, and don't ever even look back. I don't care what brokerage you go to, don't go to that one. Because what is no cap means? No cap means that they're going to take a percentage from you on every single deal for the rest of your life. If you're the type of agent who's gonna do one deal a year, a month, okay, maybe it doesn't matter because you're gonna pay a small percentage and you're gonna be happy with that money. What if you're a top producer? What if you start selling 30, 40, 50, 150 homes a year? What are you gonna do then? Are you gonna be paying it out so every time you sell a house, you're gonna give 20% of your commission to the broker over there? Why? So you should not, and this is my 2 cents, don't sue me for it, right? You should not pick a brokerage that doesn't give you a cap. Even if you're a brand new agent, you should go in there with the idea that one day, here soon, you're going to be a top producing agent, and for that you need to have a cap. Because cap means, for me, think of it this way, I sell a house and I collect a $10,000 commission. We have an 80-20 split or cut. So split and cut are the same thing. Cap here is 16,000, split or cut is an 80-20. What does that mean? That means that you sell a house and you collect a $10,000 commission. Okay, let me go back. How do you collect a commission? You collect a commission by charging, in average, about 3% on the listing side and 3% on the buy side. So if you list a home and you put it on the market to sell, I collect 3%. On the buy side, I also collect 3% when I help buyers to buy a home. So what does that mean? Let's say I sell a $300,000 house. That's a $9,000 commission because 3% is $9,000. When we close on it, I get paid $9,000, okay? I'm gonna do the math with $10,000 because it's just simpler, right? So let's say now I sold the house and I collect a $10,000 commission. What happens? What happens is that now I work for a broker, and the broker says, you have to pay me a cut until you reach a certain amount, which is your cap, in my case, 16,000. So you're gonna pay 20% of your total commission to the broker until that 20% reaches your cap, and then you no longer have to pay anything. Then you're gonna be what we call a capped agent, and a capped agent gets to keep 100% of their commission. So that is your goal. Your goal is to become a capped agent. Everyone's anniversary year starts over. We each have 12 months to reach that cap and then above, right? And then when you reach that and you reach your anniversary date, your cap starts over. So you're paying that 16,000 every single year. So you sold that house, you keep 80%, so it's $10,000 commission we are talking. So 80% is $8,000. I keep it, I run all the way to the bank. That 20% I have to pay to the broker, right? So now I paid in $2,000, 20% is 2,000 of 10,000. So you're gonna take that $2,000, you're gonna pay it in towards that $16,000 cap that you have, which means I have to sell 8 homes in order for me to become a capped agent, for me to be at 100%. Does that make sense? That's it. So you want to know the math, because in the end of the day, you work for money. What if they charge a 70-30? What if they charge a 50-50? If they charge a 50-50, that means they take half of your commission every time you close until you reach a cap. You need to know these numbers. So number 1 question, what's my cap? Number 2 question, what's my cut? Number 3 question, I would ask them, do they have a website that is designed to market you? Does that website has a CRM program? And you're wondering, what the heck is a CRM program? A CRM program is a customer management program, I think is what they call it, is where you get to keep the leads that you generate, their information, their name, email address, phone number, who needs to sell, who needs to buy, who sold, who bought with you, those kind of things. That's a CRM program. You keep their information in there, and it also allows you to do like automated drip campaigns and, you know, keep in contact with your clients. But does your website has a CRM program attached to it? But most importantly, they're going to tell you that yes, you have a website and you have an IDX feed. It sounds fancy. What is an IDX feed? An IDX feed is it's a live feed that feeds the MLS data. And you're wondering, what the heck is an MLS? Let me tell you. An MLS data is when listing agents and buyer's agents, right? When we plug information into the MLS, when we list a home, that's home information, and the listing agent and the price and yada yada gets feed into the MLS. That MLS information through like the Zillows and the Trulias and the yada yada gets fed out to the websites, right? So it goes out to the Zillows and the Trulias, but it also goes out to your website. That's an IDX feed. So when your website has a live IDX feed, it means that when a home hits the market, it also shows up on your website, okay? You want that. But that's not enough, because your job is to know who's looking at it. So not only that you have to have a website, and not only that you have to have a CRM program, but you also need to have what's called a lead capturing ability. I need to be able to see who's looking at my stuff on my website. If I post a link from my website to my Facebook, I also want to see who's looking at it. So I want to have that CRM program. You want to make sure that's included in your monthly fee. Now, besides a cap and a cut, they're going to charge you some fees. The brokerage and I am with, they charge us $85 a month. That is pretty much what it takes to be an EXP agent, okay? So $85 a month. Some brokerages might charge you $250, some might charge you nothing, and then they charge you higher cap and cut. So just kind of, you know, they have to make money somewhere, so keep the math in place. Also, for most brokerages, you have to be a board member, so a board certified realtor, right? So I belong to GMAR, Greater Metropolitan Area of Realtors, and then you also need to have what's called an MLS access. So those 2 extra fees, in order to have board membership, right, you have to pay for the board. I pay right now about $54, I think, every month, if I remember correctly. And then my MLS access, for that we pay. MLS is your access to see the database of the homes on the market and past homes and yada yada. For that we pay $120 something here in Michigan, and we pay that quarterly. So keep in mind, those 2 fees are your monthly fees, plus the brokerage that you're going to join is going to have a monthly fee. So by far, I am at least $300-400 in every single month, and I yet to make a commission. So keep in mind, it's going to cost you money to make money. So the first few months, you're going to be negative, no matter how rock star you are. Even if you get something under contract day 1, which you wouldn't even know where to find a contract. But let's say you do. Let's say you get something under contract day 1. It's still going to take anywhere from 20 some days to maybe a month and a half to actually close that deal, and then you get paid, right? So in the meantime, you paid a month, almost 2 months of fees before you even collected your first commission. But it is easy, I should say, it is standard to assume that you're probably not gonna make a commission until like 3-4 months in. So just have a good cushion for that, because you're not going to be able to even make money, because it takes time, right, to close on a deal. So I think these are the most important is, do they have training? But today, what was important 11 years ago when I got licensed, back then an office location was important. COVID taught us that that's not important anymore. The other thing that was important is training. Well, there's this thing we call YouTube, and there's all kinds of training depending what group you join. If you decide to partner with me at EXP, I'll give you more training, then you'll have time of the day. So keep that in mind, that the training, you can also almost find it anywhere nowadays. So the number one I would make sure that they give you is, and also let's talk about like opportunities like App City, for example. App City is a free lead generation source. They will give you leads, free upfront, meaning you're not paying for it upfront, but then they are going to give you leads. And if and when you're able to turn that cold lead into a client and actually close them, that's when you get paid a commission, and then you owe App City 30%. So it's not a cost upfront. It's not costing anything to receive those leads, but you're going to have to pay a cut of your commission to App City. Your broker should have some sort of a free lead generation source that you are joining with them. In my opinion, another thing, when you become a top producing agent, it is important to have the ability to have ownership in a brokerage, have the ability to have a retirement plan and passive income, and have the ability to earn your cap back. Those are not, you're not going to find it anywhere else than EXP, as we're watching this video now in 2022. We are stock traded, so meaning that we are trading on NASDAQ, so meaning that we get to earn stocks in the company, so it makes us owners in the company. We also earn our cap back. We have a program that's called an Icon Agent, which if you can do 2.7 million in production, will cap you. $2.7 million worth of homes that you sell, right? That will cap you. And then if you can do 20 more homes in your own anniversary year, that makes you an Icon Agent at EXP, and then you can earn your cap back. There is no other brokerage that I know of that's going to give your cap back, that even has the opportunity to give your cap back. So that would be important. But when you're brand new, that's not important, right? Because it's gonna take you a year or two to become an Icon Agent. The other thing is passive income. So at most brokerages, you can only chase the next commission. That's the only way you're ever going to make money. At our brokerage, it's totally different. We have passive income, we have retirement plans, we have the ability to earn our cap back, we have affiliate income. If you partner with me, I teach social media, right? So today I have 9 different businesses. Every single one of them is powered by the power of social media, and about 7 of them are passive. My goal is to teach you not just to be a rock star top producing realtor, but also to be a rock star entrepreneur, multi-millionaire with the power of real estate investments, also selling and buying real estate and helping others to do that, sharing your knowledge and having boot camps eventually, having affiliate income through all third-party companies that you love and you use and you support and you market to the world. So all of those things. So to make your head spin through a brokerage, those are the important things: the cap and the cut and the website and the live IDX, which they're going to give you, but having the lead capturing ability with the CRM program, that's the most important. Do you have the ability to earn your cap back? Do you have the ability to become a part owner? Do you have the ability to have income, right, that's not tied to commission? Those would be the things that it's important to me, besides training and location. Location to me personally is not important, because I run my business from this cell phone device that I am shooting this video on. Absolutely anywhere there's Wi-Fi and cell service. That's what COVID taught us. It's location. I don't care if you work from the freaking airport, if you're on the beach, as long as there's Wi-Fi, you can get it done. So can I. Awesome. Well, hopefully this helped to help you understand the numbers and how you should pick a brokerage. Talk to you soon.